In this episode, we hear from husbands and what effects witnessing childbirth has had on them. You don't want to miss it. But I have heard that there are women that within their second trimester and especially in their third trimester are the horniest they've been their entire sex life. Now, first up, what is it about being pregnant that makes you want more sex?
From certain research and experience, right, sex is actually sweeter when you're having sex with your pregnant wife, okay? So, you know, we need to balance it.
What makes it better from the man's perspective, first of all?
First of all, she's able to secrete more hormones, which make her wetter. And like you said, in the second and third trimester, she's hornier, which means that she's more receptive. Mm-hmm. And she's more desirous of it, which means that, you know, she'll put a lot more into it.
Now, is it true that we are actually, as women, drawn to ourselves as we find ourselves sexy, even?
Definitely. Well, not all women. Some women feel uncomfortable with their bodies when they are pregnant. Mm. And they need to, at that time, give themselves a chance. They need to accept the stage that they're in. It's going to pass. It's just 9 months. And after that, you're going to get your body back in shape. So that fundamental belief that you are your body comes to play for those women that have a problem with that, where they don't even want to engage in sex. Because I also think for women who believe that their husband judge them based on how they appear totally. So in that situation, because they're not appearing like they used to appear, they feel he's not accepting of them.
If her problem is how she's experiencing things, which is visual, then by all means blindfold her so that she doesn't see herself. So they're very simple solutions to all of these things.
Is it something that men really do find women more attractive when they're a certain build and they encourage you to wait as long as you possibly can? And why?
I mean, everybody's spec is different. Mm. Some like them short, some like them tall, some like them slim, some like them big. So, you know, I can't answer that question with one answer. Now, if your preference is a woman that is slim and you're afraid that she will put on weight because after she's gotten pregnant, then, you know, you need to really sit down and think about it. Now, what is more important?
Yeah.
Her looks or her health? You know, her looks or having a baby at the right time? You know, there are many things that you need to consider. And we need to begin to de-emphasize looks.
Absolutely.
Looks. Because people will change. You will go all south.
Research suggests that for families or women who have their husbands within the labor room or in the labor room with them, it creates a sense of intimacy, even for the man. The wife feels supported, she feels intimate with her husband, so it affects their sex life, it affects intimacy within the home.
In a positive way?
In a positive way, yes.
And I also have a case, you know, presently that I'm working with, right? For 18 months, the man has not been able to have a hard-on because he was in the labor room. He just snapped. He was traumatized. So there's always a balance as well. He has not been able to get a hard-on with his wife, but he does have it with other women, with magazines, porn videos. He still is okay. But with his wife, because he was in the labor room, he snapped.
Now, it's time for me to ask for a tip from each of you for anyone who's watching right now who could use the advice.
Well, my only tip is, you know, knowledge. Get knowledge, get information, you know, but knowledge in itself is useless. It is knowledge that is appropriately utilized that can set you free and solve your problems. So acquiring information is not just good enough. It is understanding how to apply it to your own situation and your own context that solves your problem.
Okay, is that fine?
I think I would say seek to understand than to be understood. So seek to understand your spouse. At that time, seek to, combine with knowledge, understand the stage your spouse is in, understand exactly what is going on, empathize, and then become understood.
And hopefully anyone who has any more questions will reach out to us online too.